describe Real Gods Require Blood probably as a social drama with elements of thriller and horror. It's set in Manchester in 1990, and it's about Alice, who's a young girl new to town who ends up getting dragged into this house to look after these two children. And once she's inside the house, things start to become stranger, things start to go wrong, and she starts trying to work out how she's going to get out of there, basically. Yeah, this is actually the first film that I haven't written. The script was written by a guy called Tom Ben. He's an author, and this is his first attempt at a screenplay. Creative England, who funded my last short film, Holy Thursday, were developing this idea with Tom, and I just ended up meeting with him. They put us in touch, and we really sort of hit it off. So yeah, from then on we sort of developed the script together. It was already at a pretty formed stage when I came on board, but we had a long sort of development process. I'm not from Manchester. Tom is the writer, and like I said, all his novels are set in Manchester between this 5-year period. I think it's something like 87 and 92. So that's this time and period very strongly came from Tom. And I was sort of a bit hesitant to start with because, you know, I'm not from Manchester. I wasn't really around at that time. But in the end, I sort of the depth of Tom's knowledge and the research that I did, I sort of felt comfortable in the end to tackle the subject. You know. Having the two kids in a film with slightly adult elements was a bit of a worry to start with for me. I was worried about how I was going to approach the dark subject matter and the scarier parts. I spoke to their parents about it, and they both said to me, just be honest with them, and that's what I was. I answered all their questions about it, and they pretty much just shrugged their shoulders, and they dealt with it with more maturity than probably most of the adults. Yeah, I think once they're in there and they see it's all play, it's not real, that fear goes away from them. I mean, there were parts of the film where they needed to be scared, so we played that up and we played with memories of them being scared and stuff, but it was all very carefully looked after with them. Yeah. So there were a couple of things we did with the look of the film, decisions we made. Starting with colours, I've wanted to start it off quite orange, quite yellowy and quite golden, like this sort of sticky summer afternoon. And then as the film goes on and we go inside the house and things become a bit more dark and intense, that yellow switches to orange to red by the last scene. So it's this sort of slow descent to hell almost. So that was what we did with the colours. In terms of the aspect ratio, we shot in 4:3. We played around with a lot of different aspect ratios, super wide, normal, boxy, 4:3. We went with 4:3 just because, I mean, I think it's always great when you're following a character. I think that aspect ratio lends a lot to just following a character around when you're just stuck to them. And also the house, we tried a lot of different aspect ratios in the house, and 4:3 made it feel very strange. It made it feel very tall but still very claustrophobic, so it gave it this very sort of strange element, and yeah, it worked quite nicely.